Hey, hi, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. I am Digital Fam, and welcome to Overland, the ubiquitous metaverse. And if you are watching on my Digital Fam YouTube channel, well, it's me, Digital Fam. And you know what? Where in the world is my hat? Anyway, I'm so excited. Right now, I am going to be bringing on my co-host, Hexadized. He is an ambassador of OVR.ai. And if you don't know what OVR.ai is, they are an open augmented reality metaverse. But we'll get more to that later. The reason why I want to live stream this and with Hexadize is because he is right now on the ground at South by Southwest Day 2, and he is going to be talking to artists and musicians on the metaverse. So what does that really mean? We'll get to it. Let me just bring on Hex, but before we do, why don't you go give this live stream video a thumbs up, and do consider subscribing to this channel if you are interested about the metaverse, NFTs, and blockchain, and particularly the OVR community and the OVR.ai project. Anyway, let's bring on Hex. Da 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 da. Hey Hex.
Hey Carmen, what's going on?
Good.
How's
How was your
your day
morning?
been?
How was your
It's,
morning?
it's very good, super exciting. There's so much going on. I got to walk through the park and see what Disney's got going on. And I got to view some OVR experiences with some super special people today.
Oh, super special. I know we have a super special one because you're always talking about her. Where exactly are you right now?
I'm in the Hilton lobby right now. So
Oh,
if it's super loud, I apologize. There's lots of people, lots of commotion. So you know how South by Southwest is. It's just an exciting place to be.
actually, I don't really hear a lot of the background. So
Good.
so far so good. Now tell me about Bobby Bicker because you know what, I got Hex on. He's my tester, so he ends up being my co-host. I love testing like platforms and live streaming and video and audio and all that stuff. And he came on last night and we were chatting. And then he had mentioned that Bobby Bicker's art is going to be on the metaverse or in the metaverse. So can you tell me a bit about Bobby Bicker and how you met her?
Yeah, so Bobby Baker is an amazing, wonderful lady. She's an artist, a painter, a motivator, a mentor, a pusher of people to do the things that they need to be doing. And here lately, in this past year or so, she's gotten together on the Twitter, and she founded the Artist on Twitter community. And so since then, she's just been continuing going on with what she does best, which is lifting people up and bringing them out of their little shells and creating these beautiful artists that they are. But she herself is an amazing artist that does live streaming, has been super, super successful on the Apps app and other things as well. I mean, she's got a great story, and I really can't wait to get her on here and to hear her tell her story.
Oh, that's great. Okay, let's bring her on. Woo, I'm excited too. You told me a lot about her. Almost every conversation, her name drops in Twitter Spaces, in art, and even in music. How is she involved in the Multiverse Music Fest?
She was not in the MBMF, but she shortly after that with the Stu Quan or Stu and Geo room, she was involved. She has been on OVR before, and
Oh,
she's just so giving and so loving that she shares with everybody and doesn't mind being involved with these things. So I love her so much.
okay. I'm gonna bring her on right now.
Oh, hi
Hey,
guys.
Hey,
Hello. Oh,
Bobby.
hi,
hi,
Hex. Hi, Carmen. Oh
hi,
my God, what an
Bobby.
intro. I love you. How amazing. Hex is just as amazing. Thank you so much for those
Thank,
kind words. He's awesome and he's a big part of the artist on Twitter community and really helps everybody. And I'm not techie savvy and I'm not that good, but he kind of explains and he got me into the metaverse and the OVR, and I have a cool avatar, even though I'm waiting for the outfits to change because I do like a pair of red heels.
Oh, speaking of, I love the yellow. It's just perfect with your
Oh,
style.
thank you.
How did you meet Hex?
I
Your
met
perspective.
Hex on Twitter. So we are part of this cool, amazing group with Stu Kwan and Geo, and it's a group of artists that come together. They are innovators, that's what I call it, and they are very clued up into the metaverse and NFTs and cryptos, and they kind of bring people together and help them out and highlight artists, and that's what I do. I've been like on Twitter for a very, very long time. I've been a live streamer for over 7 years, and I was a VIP and kind of top UK streamer on Periscope, which actually Twitter Spaces is built upon, like on top of Periscope, and it closed last year in April, and I moved to another app. I was live streaming for over a year, but once I discovered that Twitter launched Spaces, I thought that is amazing for me to connect with my community and give an opportunity for people that weren't comfortable to be on camera, because a lot of my community feels overwhelmed or lack that confidence to be on camera. So audio spaces are perfect for that. If you don't feel like camera ready, you can still spread your voice and talk about your work. And storytelling, I am big on storytelling and I love it. So I thought, that's where I want to be. And from the first day, because I was going on Clubhouse back then, and I was invited to be a beta host on Spaces, and I started first thing, I'm like, I need a community for artists, but community wasn't back then, done. So I was kind of interviewing artists, and that's what I do. I do an artist highlight show. I interview artists from all over the world. I like to know their creative journey and what makes them tick, why they create, what's the impact, because artists are very impactful, and literally we are very powerful, and I want artists to have that platform to showcase their work and giving them the confidence, because some lack the confidence or are not that good. We're not good at advertising ourselves, but we can advertise other people. I am brilliant at highlighting other artists, So that's what I do. And I formed the Artists on Twitter community, which I love. And it's kind of getting bigger and bigger. And on Hubs, I also formed artist community that we were live streaming together and showcasing, painting live. And everywhere I've been, I do form these artist groups, getting them together to collaborate, because my thought is collaboration is key, and by us being together, that's the only way we move forward and inspire each other and make an impact. So yeah.
Oh.
And I met Hex in one of these Twitter spaces, and he was so kind, and he's so kind with everybody, and he got me onto Metaverse, which I don't really get that much, but we went to this party and showing, I had to go around and figure out how, but he's gonna onboard me a little bit more, show and tell, kind of share screen and show me, a little bit more. But I love it. It's like technology, and the pace it's moving forward is like mind-blowing, and it's overwhelming, I must say. I don't get it all. I'm not I don't know, it's not the smart, but I don't get all the technicalities of it, but I am always eager to learn. And that's what I say to him. I'm a sponge in all these spaces I go, like a sponge, soaking in all the knowledge and help other people. So when I see somebody like Hex is knowledgeable, I am thrilled when he joins the Artists on Twitter community. So he shares that knowledge with other artists, because we need to share this knowledge so everybody can benefit. So it's for the benefit of everybody and the humanity in general, because without art, I don't know, the life would be so boring, and we can display everything, so and the Artists on Twitter community is for all artists, every art form. So yeah, and he just showcases and tells us how it works. And took the time, by the way, there publicly, thank you so much. I thank him all the time. He is in my number one little circle of friends, but always supportive, and took the time, his valuable time to put me on the Metaverse, which I really appreciated, because otherwise I would never, have been there. So thank you, Hex. I love you.
Aw, that's great. Now, I looked at your background, and you have such wonderful art. Like, I think there's a rose, there's like a lady with the flowers, a tiger. You did all that.
Yes.
Is this like, what is this, acrylic? Is it oil?
Yes, that is actually that self-portrait, and I look a little bit evilish there. And yeah, my screen. I am not using a green screen. I just had to cut my camera, and yes, it is my wall in front of me. But yes, that is acrylic, and it has a lot of gems in there as well. Hold on, I'll bring it close so you can see, but probably you'll see better. So that is, it has Swarovski crystals. I love incorporating different things. Like, so I have done a whole collection with portraits of women around the world. I love empowering women and amplifying women's voices. So I paint a lot of women and portraits, and men too. And yeah, literally I have glued so many thousands, I mean tens of thousands of Swarovski crystals in that collection, and I did them all collection live on my Periscope channel. And I like to make it more involving with my community, so I was giving them the choice, what kind of woman should I paint, and they would be like, oh, do an Italian one or do an American beauty. And then at the end of the broadcast, you know how long it took to paint, I would gather all the community and they would give me names, and then I would pick one name, which was difficult. But yeah, it's kind of the photo kind of calls to me when I call a name. And I have a painting called Carmen, which is your name, and she's like with a blue background, beautiful hat. I will show you the photo, but I don't have it here right now. Probably if I change the background I will find her, but yeah, we are limited for time, I suppose. So
No, that's fine. This is really great. Thank you so much for all that information. Now, you're saying how you do paintings with women and some men. The first thing that I thought of in my head was, would you do a painting of Hex? I just thought of
yeah,
that.
of course, I would do one. Yeah. Lately, though, I have gotten into, doing some collages. So I am a junk collector, what people just say. So I did, like last night, I did this. It's really cute. And yeah, so I kind of collect all kinds of things, and whatever people check out. I am the queen of charity shops, so I go buy things, and I'm a hoarder, and then create beautiful art. I love I don't know, collecting things that people think is trash, because just put in a little bit of another lease of life. So yeah, is that's great, and I'm loving that. So I probably will do Hex, because he's added me on OVR. So hey, yeah, definitely. Oh, look at us.
Look at us. So Hex, I love it. How did you approach, I guess it was like a no-brainer, but how did you get to onboard or approach Bobbi Baker to be part of South by Southwest Metaverse?
I sent her a message and said, "Can I put your art on OVR at South by Southwest?" And
Okay.
she said yes, and I went, "Woo!"
So walk us through that process. Like, how does one put an art piece or art pieces on the metaverse?
So what we did was I had her choose which pieces of art that she wanted to have displayed and showed, and then she sent me those pieces of art, and then I placed them out on the metaverse. So much the same way you would decorate a gallery, or you would place things around inside. Now in this example, I use kind of like a circle. So when you first open up the app and you first pop in fact, I think it's the picture that's right to her left, or our right shoulder of her, up in the top corner up there, is one of the first pieces you might see when you open up the app. So, and then you can go around, and like she said, there's different types of art that she has out there. There's beautiful women that she's painted. There's a beautiful male model that she's painted. And then if you go and you'll actually see her Twitter profile picture. And if you select that, if you click that, it'll take you to her website, so that you can continue to learn more. And because there's more than just those 5 or 6 pictures that are on OVR. She's got a portfolio that could go for years. You can spend years inside of her portfolio.
Wow. Okay, so right now, is her art pieces on the Overland?
Yes. So if you go to the convention center in downtown Austin and you go to the south entrance, there's an OBR land. There's 2 live OBR lands, but one of them is going to be just Bobbi Bicker. And I'm going to leave that there for the rest of the week so that anybody that comes into the convention center that's walking through that front entrance or wants to go to those doors, if they know about the OBR app, they'll see her augmented reality display or her augmented reality gallery right there in front of the convention center.
Oh, that's amazing. Now, if you don't know, there's the ticker right there, and that is actually the URL of her
That's the
live
address.
experience, right? So so everybody, you just need to download the OVR app. It's OVR hyphen over the reality, and it's on Android and iOS. Download the app. It's really quick. You just create a little avatar, and then you can click on this URL. What we will do is we will be sharing this URL on the OVR Twitter and Bobbi Bicker's Twitter and at Hexadize's Twitter. And you can just like really hop on there with your avatar remotely in South by Southwest Austin and view her art gallery. So Bobbi, does this mean will you be having an art gallery? You do have an art gallery in OVR. Hex, when South by Southwest is finished, Bobbi's art's just gonna be there, right?
Yeah, I have no reason to take it away. Not yet. I mean, why? She can stay there for as long as who knows? Maybe she'll just get that OBR land and that'll just be her spot for the rest of forever, and then she gets to decide.
No, that's amazing. So in that way, you can rotate artists' work, or you can just like have it on for a certain period. I think like that's great. Bobbi, you have an art gallery in the metaverse.
Yes, I do. I do.
Oh my God, look at that. How
I
easy.
changed my background for you, but I wanted to show you Carmen. However, I'm going to remove my camera for just 1 second so you can see all the ladies' collection. And they have hats in there because I have kind of incorporated, because I do makeup and I teach makeup for all my life, and I do body painting as well. And I love fashion. I have I do bespoke wearable art, so I paint on fabrics, so I have my own collection, and I incorporated in this collection making women beautiful, because all women are beautiful, you know, and added that the makeup, the hats and jewelry, that means all the gems that I added. They are Swarovski crystals and all different gems. So the Carmen is the one next to the lady in pink, the bottom row, the one with the hat that looks more like, I don't know, she is our Latina. Yeah, I can see her like dancing, I don't know. So that's the one with the turquoise and the love flower on her head. So
Bobbi,
yeah.
These are beautiful.
Thank you. They are not exhibited yet, though. They are not exhibited yet. I'm waiting to exhibit them. I did the collection, and then COVID hit, so they are all here, wrapped up and ready to be, you know, and show. But I haven't decided, and not many people have seen my art. I don't go chilling, as they call it on Twitter. I never talk about the works. I keep them, you know, I don't know, wrapped up. Not many people have seen. And my new website that is just for art, it's going to launch very soon.
What's the URL? What's the URL?
It will be bobbibicker.com. It's not live yet, but my website that Hex has put in the OVR is valbonabicker.com, is it? Yeah. Which is mainly, it has my makeup, because I already, you know, told you that I do makeup as well. So I teach in London School of Beauty and Makeup, and I teach body painting as well, and I judge many body painting competitions around the world. I teach around Europe. I do master classes and all that. So it's kind of, I live in a double life, and I'm well known in both lives. But yeah, and I have judge competitions like mixed media competitions, art here in London. Yeah, I kind of do a lot. However, I like more to highlight other artists, you know. I never kind of invite people into this world, because I showcase every day. I have over 5,000 tutorials on like my Periscope channel, and I like to show people the process, because I think everybody is an artist and everybody is capable of creating, and is the best therapy. And we have to take care of our mental health. And just doing a little bit of art therapy, doodling, you don't have to be a genius, because that's the thing I get the most. Oh, but I can't draw a stick figure. I say, stick around, because by the end of this broadcast, you'll be a genius, and you'll be amazed at yourself. So I want to encourage everybody to do a bit of art, even if it's just doodling, because we are going through such difficult times. Just sitting down, listening to some calming music and just doodling, it's good for your soul, and art feeds your soul. That's what I do it to keep myself sane, to feed my soul, and to impact and inspire other people to do art. It's like the same as I take like the breath I leave. I see art I've done from like 4 years old, and it saved my life. I took it as after a traumatic event, because I died and came back to life, and being in a hospital. That's why I started art, and I never stopped, and it keeps me sane, literally. It keeps me company. If you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you just create. I never stop. I paint every day. So yeah, art saves your life.
I want to ask you a question. Wow, thanks for sharing that story. So when did this trauma happen, or when did this
Oh,
happen? A
I
kid?
was like about 4.5, and my appendix burst, and then past peritonitis. But by the time the doctors kept sending me home, they didn't realize that it was that. And by the time they took me to the hospital, they declared me dead, and they kind of put me in the morgue, in the hospital morgue. But my mom literally threatened the doctor, and yeah, I'm gonna kill you if you don't save my daughter, because yeah, our family have gone through very difficult times. I've lost 3 brothers, and by the time 2 of my brothers have passed away, and yeah, and the third one died like when I was 14, which was like very traumatic on its own, because I had just won to go to the art school. I went to boarding school studying art, and it was like sad, because it was very happy day for me to win that competition and join the art school. And my brother passed, and my sister won to go to be a doctor, and we could not share that happy, uh, joyful moment with him. So yeah, I lost all 3 brothers that I had. And what is like, art has been like a big part of keeping my mind kind of focused, and not, I don't know, because it's too overwhelming losing everybody. And then I lost my parents, both of them within 7 months of each other. And so losing everybody, literally, I've seen so much grief and death, and I poured that into my artwork to kind of keep my mind and soul uh, like grounded, and to because I feel it with beautiful colors. You'll see that my art is colorful, because real life is bleak and is sad and hurtful, and I pour that into my artwork as well. So I want to paint pretty things. And when I died and came back to life, I was for a long time in hospital. I had to relearn how to walk and all that stuff, because yeah, I had 2 operations, and I started drawing, and that was what saved me, really. And with whatever happened to my life, in my life afterwards, I would just paint and draw and cry, and pour it all into there, and things I cannot say to people, and things I can't confide, or because sometimes you feel like screaming and pulling your hair, and you need like parents to talk sometimes, and I miss them to death. But then I sit and I would paint them, or I would just communicate them through my art, and
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I write also. So yeah.
Thanks for sharing
Yeah.
that story. Hex, did you know about this? Did you know this part of Bobby Baker's life?
Only a little. And I feel like no matter how many times I've heard her speak, I learn a little bit more every time I hear her speak. And the strength you have to tell that story and to share that story is amazing. I don't think that I could share that story at all.
Yeah.
I think that I
Yeah.
would probably cry and swell up a few times before I could get the first 5 words out. So wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
I
but
wanted to
that's why
ask.
I can. Oh,
Wait,
sorry. That's
no,
why I
no,
can relate to too many people on Twitter Spaces, and I hold spaces saying mental health, and I do art therapy because I know how powerful it is, art, and
absolutely.
I can relate to many people that going through grief, the people that going through depression, because I'm like a yo-yo. That's what I say, up and down. Sometimes you fall into that, the web of the darkness, and you have to get yourself out before you go deeper and deeper. So art has that power, and I can relate to so many people. I don't necessarily, that's why Hex hasn't heard probably many of these stories. I don't necessarily share all the time, but if I see somebody needs that word of encouragement, hey, there is light out there at the end of the tunnel. I've been there. But then again, everybody goes through their difficult times in their own way, and you need time to heal. You need everybody's, has their own way. But I can relate to everything out there. So you'll see me in many spaces, mental health and art and mindfulness and all kinds of things, because I practice and I know a lot of things. But yeah, and
Yeah,
I
well,
can.
what I wanted to ask was after the traumatic experience where you had a death experience or near
Mm,
death experience, do you feel that because you transitioned to the other side and then
mm,
when you came back, your you connected with like the cosmos and with all the one, so
mm.
you brought back with you into this real world all these many facets, and you actually became not another human being, but you became more aware, or your ethereal body
Yes,
became
definitely.
more woke. That's what
Hmm.
I see. And I have to say, your art pieces, especially the women, Hex, I'm just going to say this. There are, you know what NFTs are, non-fungible tokens. And you know how different artists have NFT collections where
Mm,
they have a main, I guess, a template face or character. And all they do is they switch out the traits, the
mm.
eyes, the lips,
Yeah,
accessories, hair, whatever. And it's digital. And
yeah.
I'm not knocking off digital. Absolutely not. I mean, hello, I'm digital femme. But anyway, it your art, because it's tangible and you did it, it's a one-off.
Mm,
You didn't create the template on Photoshop or Procreate on iPad. You
yeah.
didn't like duplicate it with some kind
No.
of software, and you just right.
Yeah. I don't do digital though. Everything is one of a kind piece.
But
So
Hex, we got to get her stuff into NFTs. We got to get somehow photographs or scanning something with each of your art. Would you
I
be
have
willing to
I
sell
have the
them?
ladies, but I was advised not to put like my favorites out there first. So I that's why I thought maybe, because some people I that's why I'm listening. I haven't done NFTs, but I have been in OVR on what is it, NFTs. I have accounts everywhere literally, but I haven't launched an NFT yet. I haven't minted. And I thought maybe the collection I sent to Hex, the pink one, I probably should put out first. They are lovely. And of course I have women there and men, and maybe I can have a test, dip my feet a little bit, my toes into the NFT land. But how I see it personally, if I am to put it as one to one, because all my pieces is one to one, I would like people to receive the original as well, because just giving a photo, I don't know, I still can't get to grips to just, selling with such like big amounts of money, just a photo. I do want people to receive the original as well. So yeah, I kind of still not, I'm not in a hurry. I'm still, taking my time, but I am going to, this is my plan now, like soon rather than later, to get into the NFT land. But I want people to receive the original piece, not just a photo of it,
Oh, that'll
That's my
even be more.
feeling though,
No, that'll even be more valuable.
Yeah.
I understand about wrapping your head around how something can cost $20,000 and it's just a JPEG.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can't wrap my mind around it either. And it's like, okay, but I would like people to get the original so they can hang it in the wall as well. And I don't know. So that, and people say, who cares? Just sell it. But you know what? I have no space. I have over 6,000 artworks. My attic is full. I have everything like in storage. And I have traveled the world for 25 years. I've lived in the Caribbean. I've lived in St. Helena. I've lived in Africa. So, because I worked with Foreign and Commonwealth Office, and yeah, my hubby was a diplomat. And through these travels, I've captured a little bit of each country and the people in those countries. So I have collections from each exhibition I've had around the world. So they are all in storage, and I stopped working I don't know, many years ago with galleries. So I promote myself, my art, but a lot of them I don't even show. I don't care, I'm not there like to be well known, whatever. I create for me, and whatever I do online, I inspire people, want them to do art, but I'm not bothered, if I don't sell a piece of art. I do sell art, but only on commission. Everything else that I do for me, I keep. They are all in storage. They go straight to storage.
You know what? Now I know why Hex speaks so highly of you. I'm just, I want, Hex, I want you to be my new best friend. I mean, you're so many faceted. You're multifaceted in all layers everywhere. Like, do you know what I mean? Like in so many layers, deep, up, down, tangents, 360, 10, 100 years ahead. First of all, I want to know, wow, what a fantastic life. When you traveled everywhere, where did you store your art?
Well, we have like storage compartments. Like Foreign Office pays a lot for our storage units, and what I did, like all our storage boxes, they were like big wooden crates that used to come with our stuff. I used to keep it, and in Africa, actually, because I have a son now, he's 15, but in Africa, I kept all these storage compartments. I made them into like little playhouses for the kids, but one of them was in the back, just storing the art. And in Santa Helena, I had, well, the house was huge, so on the back I like millions of rooms that I can just put them there, so they have their own like boxes. But from each exhibition, like the first one was 1998 in Anguilla, and that was like big thing for me because it was the opening of a gallery, Devonish Gallery, and I was quite young. And yeah, it was all sold out. I kept a couple of pieces for, us artists, after we die, we get worth it. So who knows, maybe, oh, that's from our first exhibition. Yeah, so I keep a little bit from everywhere. And the other one was in the museum in St. Helena, which is a very small island where Napoleon Bonaparte was exiled by the Brits and he died there. I have a movie at his house, actually. And yeah, I had the exhibition there at the museum, and I've kept maybe a couple of pieces from that, but that was all gone as well. I think I have, but it should be, I have to open my boxes, first of all, but I have so much art. I mean, and to say 6,000 should be like, these are just from the last 7 years. If I open the other stuff, I should have even more things. But
girl, you have many lifetimes in this lifetime. I mean, you've literally, you've heard about multitasking. You've multitasked lives.
All women are like that, though. All women are like that.
Yes, but you
are multifaceted. All women are like that. We just don't know our worth most of the time. I mean, like, as I said, art I create, so I never had the urge to just be in galleries and get a name or awards. I would never enter competitions because art is not competitive. Every art is different. I would never go against, like, for what? What do I need a name for what? You know, so I would never enter competitions. I would never do things like that that would put me against another artist. I don't see the point. Art is for us, for enriching our lives, other people's lives. It's not about us getting an award. I have so many things out there in boxes and awards. I never see them. You know what they're for? Is like for my charity work and things that I've done, you know. And in Africa, I opened a school for the children and I worked with an orphanage. But it's like things that you do it for you because is you want to gain experiences, right? You and helping other people. I am here to serve, you know, and because I know my purpose in life. I want to inspire and be kind, you know, to serve humanity. And when I die, I want people to, you know, to say, you know what, we loved Bobbi. I want to be remembered that somebody that they loved, you know, and made them feel good. I love to make people laugh. That's my superpower. I laugh like a hyena. So as soon as I laugh, people would laugh because it's infectious apparently. But yeah, yeah.
Oh, what, how wonderful. I can't wait to get to know you. You know what, I have to say this. Have you ever heard of Second Life?
Yeah.
Were you in Second Life?
No.
How did you hear about Second Life? You just heard it from the news and like a couple of years ago? The reason why I bring it up is because I learned about Second Life in 2005, and then I ended up having an art gallery because I've always art
Oh,
was
hold on.
every
I'm confused. What Second Life? It's like
oh,
I am living the second life.
oh yeah, no, you're
Oh,
living
okay.
multiple lives, girl.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm okay. No, then I don't know what you're talking about.
No. 'Cause so Second Life is a let me see if I could bring it up. Second Life is a 3D virtual world by Linden Labs, and
Oh,
I think they came out in 2003 in beta, and I joined in 2005, and literally you can live a second life. I want to see if I could share it, and I don't know
okay.
how this is going to be
Oh no,
shared.
I'm living the real second life because I was dead in the first life and now I'm alive.
No, exactly. So in Second Life, to me that was my first metaverse because it had a digital economy, it had its
Oh
own
wow.
it had a currency which was the Linden dollar that you can take out and connect with your PayPal and earn US dollars. And
Wow.
all I'm saying is the content creators in Second Life to me is bar none. You go into Second Life, everything is created, animations with Linden Labs JavaScript scripting, the Linden scripting language, um, everything, photorealistic avatars. So the reason why I want to say this is because I had an art gallery in Second Life. So I connected with, so artists like you would go
Wow.
into Second Life, they would upload, they would take photos of their art, whether it was like acrylic or watercolor,
Mm-hmm.
and they would go to the digital DF gallery, DF art gallery. So
Wow.
I created the gallery, like made it in 3D, and then avatars would walk in. And the reason why I'm saying this is because to me, Second Life was the first metaverse for me. Where I interacted with artists. Okay,
Wow.
because I love artists, I love art, and I wanted to make sure that I wanted to be part of that community and bring their art into Second Life, the metaverse. So
Mm-hmm.
now I'm meeting Hex, and I haven't had much time, but you're my first. Okay, I gotta say this. I've met artists before, but I have met artists, but you're like the first artist. I better hold on. Legit artist, to me, in my opinion, anyway, that is going to be in the metaverse. So it's almost like I'm thinking back in 2005. I was in the metaverse, meeting artists, and now I am in the real world, but meeting you through this, this digital platform. But then you're an artist going onto the metaverse. Do you know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yeah.
Bobbi, I have many how do I end this screen share? I have overlands all over the world, and I would love to put my art in there. However, I feel like this is it. I would love to offer you Hex, you got to help me. When your some of your art
Mm.
in my overlands,
Oh, I'd love to. I'd love to. And
because
I'm gonna
Hex, I mean, I I would be honored, actually. I would be honored to host. I'm gonna cry, to host your art pieces in the metaverse on the Overlands. I'm crying because that's what I did in Second Life with artists, and now this is, yeah. I just realized this now. I would
Oh,
love.
thank you.
I would be very honored, very very
I'd
honored.
be honored too. That's amazing, and thank you, Hex, for bringing us together. But then again, I believe that everybody. I'm very intuitive, and I can feel people's energies, and I paint energy, and that's why all my streams are focused into like art therapy. So I kind of put calming music, and I work with that, and all the colors I choose to make people feel good. But people meet for a reason, and we have met before. And yeah, literally nothing out there happens out of chance. Everything has a purpose, so we shall see where our road takes us. Why is this meeting taking place? But in some metaverse, maybe in the second life, you were saying second life, I'm like, yeah, because I'm living the second life. I'm a real life second life. Now
Yes,
I'm
you
going. That would be the third life for me, living in the air.
Absolutely. Hex, I gotta ask you, what were your thoughts when you saw about the first pieces of Bobbi's art that you saw? Like, what are her pieces now in the Overland that I'm gonna bring it up here in this?
Which pieces does she have? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, yes. Like, what are your thoughts on the pieces that she's having in the Overlands for South by Southwest?
Emotional. You can. There's the very first piece you see when you open up the OVR app. It's for her gallery is the face. It's this beautiful face, and it's just full of life and full of colors, and that one right there. It's just there's so much. I'm going to use the word emotion that's being displayed inside of this piece to me. From the depending on where you are at in your life, I feel like I could look at this in a happy mood and feel one way, or I could be sad and I could have a totally different interpretation than I would, when I'm with my kids or when I'm happy. And each one of her pieces, even though they're single pieces, they can all be interpreted in such personal ways that I can't really express in words. That's what makes a picture and a piece of art so wonderful. Is it says 1,000 to 10,000 words. It's not. You can't use one or two words to describe these pieces. Emotion is my best way to describe her work.
That's wonderful. I can't wait, actually. So you know what I'm going to do, Bobbi? I'm going to go onto your art gallery in South by Southwest Metaverse, or in the Metaverse, and then I will do a little video and I will share it.
Oh,
Like,
thank you so much. Thank
oh
you.
my God.
Appreciate it. And
You
I
know
love
that.
your ring. Oh my God, that's amazing. Sorry.
No, thank. I know. Girl, you don't know. I mean, girl, I
Oh,
think
I
we will get
know. You
along.
should
You're
see
like
the
my soul
bags of
sister.
jewelry
I
that I
buy,
have.
oh my, yes.
I
I
have
have,
bags
like,
of it because I
however I
collect a
feel.
lot of them for photo shoots, because I do the styling for my photo shoots when I do makeup and body painting. And I have so many, like jewelry and vintage clothes, and yeah, I love it. Yeah, yeah.
You legit need a Bobby Bicker art gallery with a literal brick and mortar. You need, so you
Yes,
can
that's
have a
my
home.
exhibition in London. That's what I did. I did fine art. I had all of them in the wall. And then I did fashion shows. So all the models were wearing the hand painted clothes and bags and shoes. All my models were doing a little walk. And then I did a live body painting as well in the exhibition. So I kind of did everything together. But yeah, and I do paint a lot of shoes as well. I paint for like over 7 years now for a charity in London called Super Shoes. We paint shoes for kids fighting cancer in UK. It's kind of like giving back and help,
Like
because I'm
real
very
shoes?
passionate.
Like real
Yeah,
shoes?
yeah, the All Stars.
Where
So
is it? Do you have it with you?
yeah, it's called supershoes.org, and it's big. I've been from the first artist. We were only a little group. Now is over 150 artists. But yeah, I've been 7 years. We paint shoes. It's a charity in London, and yeah. giving back, and in April I'm doing a run for NSPCC because I'm very passionate about children, and I'm involved with Council Cancer Africa as well. Yeah, because if you help other people when you need it, people will help you, and being kind opens doors, and it always, God pays you tenfold. And my mom used to say, when you do good, do it for the eyes of God, because God pays you. And all I want, my prayers when I go to bed and wake up, I say thank you for another day, and just all I want is health for me, my friends, my family, and health, because if you're not healthy, you're not going to be able to do anything else. So yeah, I love the super shoes, are amazing. I don't know, did you check it? supershoes.org.uk.
I checked supershoes.org and it seems like the site isn't up.
No,
Is it
it should
.org?
be. Yeah.
Can you send? I went to Super Shoes. Hang on. Super Shoes.
.org.uk.
Oh, .org.uk. Okay.
Yeah. And it has the shoes, and yeah, we paint lots and lots of shoes there. I mean, like, yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
what happens, people like donate something, and the charity buys the shoes, they send us to the artists. We are called super artists, have our own badges. But yeah, we paint it to the specifics of what the children like, and then we send it back to the charity, and they take them to the hospital or send it to the children. It's spreading a bit of smiles, because these are superheroes actually going through difficult time, all these children, and need a little bit, if I can spread a bit of smiles, you know, on these children's faces that are, you know, literally they are heroes going through such difficult times. You know, that's my job done, literally. But yeah.
Do you see, can we see any one of your shoes? Look at these are beautiful.
Yeah. Well, there should be Bobbi Bicker there somewhere, because it has the artists. But yeah, lots of them is hundreds that I've done. I've been with them for 7 years, so I painted many. I can't see well, that's the thing. But yes, I've done. I did last week a pair.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, last week or two weeks ago, I did a pair. Hold on, I should have some photos from here.
Yes.
But I am not allowed. I never do them online, like for people to see,
Okay.
because I'm not allowed to share until the child receives the shoes. So I do record the whole process, and after it's done, you know, I would show people what I've done. But while I'm painting them, I wouldn't share, you know, the process, because I want the child to be able to see it first and get that, you know, because it's not nice of me just sharing before the kids receive.
Where do you video the process?
OBS, yeah. So
and
this
then where
is
do you live stream it to?
At Hops TV. So this is the shoes I was painting.
Oh wow.
For, I don't know if they put them on the site, but yeah, he was a Minecraft kind of a little fan, and yeah, it's
oh
yeah.
Wow, I love it. Oh my God.
Thank you. There's a lot of things I don't talk about. What I do is a lot of things only when they come in the conversation wise, you know, I would mention, but a lot of things I don't ever talk. What I do is no need for other people say, oh, you should, you know, his achievements. Well, I shouldn't, you know, unless you can't just go there and talk about stuff. Me. I like to talk about we and they, you know, the artists, what they doing, how they impacting other people. But yeah,
Bobbi, I have an idea. There's something that I want. Maybe I'll share it with you. I'll share it with you later. I'll share it with you in Hex, because I'm thinking of it seems like I could see a potential collab for something, and I'll tell you later, much later.
I'm open. Any call-outs and any collabs with artists.
Bobbi, do you hold Twitter spaces for artists on Twitter, don't you?
Yes. Every Saturday, it's the community chat, and we talk about all kinds of things, art and people introducing themselves, their projects and what have you. Tonight, I thought I'll keep the conversation a little bit art and mental health, because lately I've noticed that within artists, feeling down. I don't know if it's like some of them, because being on social media does have that effect, can bring you down a little bit. And if you see friends, that selling NFTs or being successful, and then you not being as successful, not selling, it has an impact on our mental health and could make us depressed. And us artists are very prone to that because we judge ourselves. We are like horrible at that. I'm bad. My art is crap. Look at that. You feel like you're not that worth it. So I wanted to touch tonight to talk a little bit about our mental health and how some tools sharing with each other, tools to help us. I like to walk, be in one with nature. So I went to the park, spent like 2-3 hours and with nature, just listening to birds. I love that. And be feeling grounded, take the shoes off and walk, on the grass with no shoes, and get that energy from the ground. So yeah, I want to let people to chat. Sometimes I do spaces, things you said that hurt my feelings. So I would be that auntie. If you had your feelings hurt by someone, just let it go. You don't have to mention names, but say it, because getting it out of your system helps to get rid, and you become like more lighter. It's like piling, because we pile it and we pile it, and it just bottles up until we explode. And it's not good. So I am big advocate, of the mental health and mindfulness. I practice mindfulness and I meditate, and so I want other people to be able to share and just let some of that baggage and things that they bottle up and makes you sick, because stress is the biggest killer. It's not cancer, it's nothing out there. Stress is the bigger killer.
Absolutely.
And
What
being
time is
it normalized, 8 p.m.
8
It's
p.m.?
3
8 p.m. What time zone?
GMT, and it's 3 p.m. ET Eastern and 12 p.m. Pacific. It's every Saturday. This is the community chat. And then Wednesday and Thursday, we do artist highlight, and I interview an artist the same time, 3 p.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern and 12 Pacific. I keep the same time. Yeah, Wednesday and Thursday, I do the interviews, artist highlight. So it's people from the community, so they can have a chance to talk about their life journey, their creative journey, and what they do in their project. So, and I live stream them as well. So I use, because on Spaces, the recording only lasts 30 days, and then it disappears unless you record it and save the audio. However, I live stream through Twitter Media Studio, and I save the live stream, and after a few days I let it go, and I put it in the nest on my moments on my page, and then people can go and listen to any interview of those artists. But I'm very nosy, and I want to know about everybody. So I want to know their life story. Yeah, I'm very, very nosy person. I'm big on storytelling. I love stories. And yeah, talk about yourself all you want. I want to know what makes you tick. And yeah, that's why I do the interviews. I've done them forever, and I did that on Hops TV. But I interview people that inspire me. They don't even just have to be artists. I've interviewed all kinds of people that are the world need to know about, people that inspire you. And I don't know how we are for time, because I thought it was half an hour. No?
Well, I don't know. Like, there was actually no time. I know I said to
Oh, okay. I
30
thought it was half an
minutes.
hour. Sorry, because I go on a rant. I'm like,
No.
my live streams are known to have gone even for 6 and 7 hours. When I used to do transformation on live on body painting, like very long. So please do cut me off and end your stream if you have to.
I'm thinking we will end it on the hour. It's like we got about 6 minutes. And I just wanted to ask Hex, are you okay just sitting there? Are you okay with Wi-Fi? Like, because I know you're at the Hilton Austin. Is your phone charging and everything like that?
Yeah, so I'm plugged in, and what am I going to say? I've been listening to the beautiful, wonderful stories and learning and grasping all this in. And maybe I can start streaming some things later and hit you all up and figure out what you're doing. But I'm loving this because so often I get to hear Bobbi interview people and all these other artists, and even inside of the community chat that's going to be going on this afternoon or this evening, depending on where you are in the world. There's all these different people, and they come up, and she's like, "Okay, let's practice your pitch speech," or let's practice this. And she's always helping so many other people to have this moment where I get to hear just Bobbi is wonderful. So thank you, Bobbi, so much for letting this happen and for being a part of this experience for myself.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you,
That's
Hex.
wonderful.
You are a big part. And Hex is a moderator. I don't know if he knows, if he's checked, but he's a moderator on Artists on Twitter community as well. I have a few moderators as well. So I don't know if you have seen, but you're part of the moderating team there. And please do share. I don't know where you're live streaming, but when you do, share the link on the Artists on Twitter community so other people can see it too. But you are wonderful, and I look forward to seeing like your growth and well, thank you for adding me, but yeah, collaborating with other artists, and you need to be more highlighted more, as I said. And yeah, I don't know when you want to come on the artist highlight, but I'd love to interview you there. Well, both of you.
Well, actually,
Because I like to have you, Carmen, as well, so you can talk about OBR and what you do, and yeah, that would be awesome to have you on the artist highlights.
I would love
show.
to. I would really love to. But can we talk about Hex for a bit and how
Yes,
we can
let's
get
talk
him
about Hex.
on Haps? So he told me about Haps. I saw some of your Haps. I love it. I love what you're doing on that. So you're on Haps now, right,
I
Hex?
stopped streaming on Haps as of last week, because Haps is going towards musicians now, because they were still on beta when Periscope closed. We needed somewhere to stream, and I wasn't very keen on Twitch because I find it is more for gamers and DJs and all that. I never felt like I should be on Twitch. And yeah, so I moved on to Haps for a year and a bit, helping them, building the community. I brought a lot of artists, lots of people from Periscope. However, once they launched the app, because they were on beta, and the beta had every creator, now they shifted the focus towards musicians, and I'm not a musician. I mean, like, yeah, I could sing in the shower. I sound like Whitney Houston, and then I turn the water off, and I'm like a screeching cat, but literally. And so now I'm kind of moving. I think I'm going to experiment this month to see where I feel more comfortable. Last night I streamed on IG. On Instagram, I did a couple of live streams there, and the night before here on Twitter. I'm going to continue on Twitter because I love Twitter. I feel at home in Twitter, and because of Periscope. And then I'm going to focus on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to do lives like once a week, maybe keep Sunday or a day that people are there for YouTube, my YouTube channel, which is Bobbi Becca. And yeah, so I'm going to divide my time. So I have some time for me, and I have Twitter Spaces. So 3 times a week I do the Twitter Spaces.
When is it? Saturdays, Wednesdays, and what's the
Wednesday,
other day?
Thursdays, artist highlight is my interviews, and Saturdays is the artist on Twitter community chat, which is we just talk about everything. And Mondays I help my sister, which is mindset and chakra healer, and she's a coach. She's amazing, does mindfulness, and I help her. I co-host with her, and we talk about mindfulness, mental health, and do meditation and all kinds of things. So Mondays I am with her, and other days I help support other artists. Sometimes I co-host with other artists and other people that need their help. I onboard people. So you will see me on Spaces a lot, but however, I love live streaming. This is raw, is beautiful. You communicate with people, and yeah, the energy is different in live streaming. I love it, because I could record every day, but when you get the comments and you laugh so much, and if you mess up live, and I don't mind.
Thank you. I love live streaming. I love live streaming. I love just getting on and getting people. Remember last week I did a live. I've live streamed. My first live stream was 13 years ago when I was in Frankfurt, Germany, with a Nokia N95, and I used the Quick app, QIK. They don't exist anymore. Everything beta, and I live streamed to Twitter, and thank God it still kept it on YouTube. And I was like, oh my
Oh,
God, I
wow.
live streamed 13 years ago, and I used to live stream everywhere I went, every single event. And then
Wow.
there was this company called Livestream.com,
Yeah.
and they were in beta, and I did that, and then I think they got bought out by Vimeo, and I hate it
Oh,
when
yeah, yeah.
just
Were you
like
ever on
Periscope.
Periscope, though? Did you ever stream on Periscope?
No, because I was going through a certain time where
Mm,
I was missing in action on social media. So I know about mental health, I know
mm,
about mindfulness and all that. So
hmm.
my journey actually, I actually made over 200 paper dresses, and
Oh, wow.
that's a story. We'll talk.
Yeah,
So, and
yeah.
anyway, I Hex, Bobbi, everything you say, 100% I agree with you. 100% it's almost like I'm listening to myself, except I'm not all over. I didn't go to Africa. I didn't go, maybe I astral projected to Africa, but you are amazing. You are like my fan of all fans. You are so unique in so many ways. I'm so grateful and thankful that I have gotten to meet you. And I feel like 2022 is
Mm,
going to be the year of so many people, and
mm.
to tap into that creativity and to tap into connecting with other people. It's like crazy. And me meeting you, it's to me, I feel like, yeah, it's totally meant to be.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
and Hex,
Thank
thank you
you,
so much.
Hex.
Thank you, Hex. Thank you, Hex, so much. And you know what? I love black. Okay, hold on. I love the
Oh, I'm
color.
always in black.
But check this out, Bobbi. I saw a video called, I think, Sadhguru. I watched Sadhguru's YouTube video, and he
Mm,
said, "Do not wear black." Hold on. I'm gonna say this. It says that because black absorbs color,
mm,
absorbs energy. So he said that when people go outside in public and you're wearing black, you have to be and I know about the whole auras and all
mhm,
ethereal bodies. So when he says when you go out and when you wear black and you don't want to attract, like, you don't want to absorb other people's energies, you will
mm,
absorb it because of black.
mm,
But if you want to absorb the energies, then you wear black. But if
mm,
you go out in public, you should wear white so it reflects.
mm.
So I'm thinking, oh my God, I wear black a lot, but I wear black at home where I'm
Me too.
around. But I love the yellow. But I love that I
Thank
can, like,
you.
I have this whole urban jungle thing going on
Mm.
this side. But anyway,
Yeah, it's with times though. I wear a lot of color. My birth color is orange. What is your birth color? Let me check your birth color. What's your birth color? What's your birthday? Tell me only the date and the month.
thank you.
Tell me the
February
date and the
11.
month of your birthday.
February 11.
Let me read you. February 11.
And
We're going
what's
to find
Hex's
your
birth color?
birthday. Oh my God. Okay. You are violet.
I knew it. Yes, yes. Oh, yes, violet, like amethyst.
Yes, you are
Beautiful.
violet tulip. And it says you are easygoing, friendly, and pleasure oriented. Oh, check you out. Hold on. I'm going to read you live in public.
No,
Right there.
pleasure oriented. I love food. That's the pleasure. I love
So,
food.
if you were born on this day, you are fun to be with, laugh easily, and are intellectually acute. You like to do things in your own particular way, and it is important for you to feel safe and secure. You are both independent and mate-oriented in nature. You enjoy doing things with others, but it is not always easy for you to share what you consider your own. So how this color benefits you, your personal color embraces your loving nature. Wearing, meditating, or surrounding yourself with violet tulip keeps your moods balanced and your step lively. Compatible birthdays are February 22nd, July the 2nd, and August the 12th. And that was your color astrology. Look at me. I'm like, ooh, give me the ball. I'm going to tell you. Yeah, sometimes we do fun things like that on artists on Twitter. We
Oh my
read
God.
people's color. Yeah, it's
I
awesome.
went and hid. Can you do Hex's color?
Yes, I'll do Hex's color. Look at him. He's just smiling there. I feel so guilty. Tell me your color, your birthday date, Hex.
Hex.
He's muted.
Oh, why are you muted, Hex?
August 23rd.
Oh.
August
Green.
23rd. Okay, August 23rd. Okay, oh, look at that. You are sea green. Beautiful color. Yeah? So this is you, August 23rd, sea green. You are magical, dramatic, and spirited. You are a dreamer, and it is important that your life be filled with ideas and moments of greatness. I agree. The dull and mundane will not hold your interest for long. It is important that you take necessary time to develop the skills you augment the innate talents that you already possess. To be great, you need to be courageous enough to make mistakes. I agree. I think that's spot on for you, Hex, with how much I know you. Your personal color resonates with adventure and introspection, wherein meditating or surrounding yourself with sea green helps you feel grounded and self-assured. Compatible birthdays: March 17, October 21st, and December 17. Yes, that's it. I think, yeah, I am Orange Joker, which
Can
is...
you read yours? Can you read
yeah,
yours?
I'll read mine since I read everybody else. So I am intelligent, sophisticated, and ambitious. You have the ability to lead and inspire others just by being true to yourself. Your natural grace and dignity enable you to resonate with the higher stratospheres of life. You are independent and keep a lot of your personal thoughts and feelings to yourself. Being selective, you are able to choose your associate wisely, which I think is spot on, really, because I'm very selective. Your personal color resonates with sunshine, wherein meditating or surrounding yourself with orange ochre inspires optimism and joy and dissolves any illusion of separateness you may feel. And my compatible birthdays are 22nd of November, 28th of November, and December 22. So literally, if I'm feeling down, how I use that, I would wear bright colors. So say you're, I don't know, sometimes your skin look dull, even though I do a lot of masks and what have you. And I'm 46, well, in June. So I have to take care of my skin. Plus, my sister is a dermatologist, so she sends a lot of things. And literally, is if your skin is dull, you feel like you're feeling like lifeless, or you feel like your energy is being sucked out of you. Wearing your birth color will energize you, would make you feel good, and you get that right energy. So what I do, I have a lot of oranges, all kinds of shades of oranges and yellows, and to feel energetic. If you see me in any space I'm entering, I'm like, hello, full of energy, and people is like, oh my god, I love your energy, but I'm like high as a kite all the time. And I don't know, but I never ever have been like no energy. When people are like, oh, I have no, I'm like, why? And my 15-year-old boy, oh, mom, I'm tired. I was in school. I'm like, dude, you're 15. Get out there and have some fun. But I'm always full of energy. But wearing colors, because I love black. I'm like the queen of black. And when I'm working, if I'm doing makeup and what have you, black, because you get dirty, it doesn't, you can't see much. But yeah, and leathers, and I have two personalities, either prim and proper, like I'm stepping out of Hollywood, either like leathers and I'm all kind of gothy looking. So yeah, so it's like my dark side of me. But literally, I love black, but I also love colors, so I kind of balance it. And exactly what he said, that you want to get energy or you want to give energy, and you have to protect it, especially on spaces. There are lots of vampires out there that will just suck your energy. And what stories, what you put yourself into, because even though you don't know unconsciously, it will come and affect you. So you'd have to move from social media to feed your soul and to take care of you. Even just listening to good music, nice music, and doodle, it will help. And wearing the colors, your birth color and brighter colors helps, you know. I don't know what you ever wear your birth color?
Yes, I do. Actually, I have a, you know what? I'm just going to step out. Hold on. Yes, I do. And you know what's interesting? I was going to wear this color today.
She said that it's just me and you. So Hex, what are your plans for today?
So I'm going to go check out your gallery and be right there in front of the convention center, put out some videos and do those things. There's some more people that I'm excited. I'm actually going to check out your Twitter space. Ooh, look at that blue.
No, it's not blue. It's actually, maybe it is blue, but it's like a violet dark
Yeah.
purple.
Okay.
I was gonna put this on because I always wear black, and I was thinking, I was remembering what Sadhguru said, but
And that looks good on camera as well, by the way. Just keep that
yes,
in
but
mind.
then I
The
was
live
thinking,
streaming.
but then I was thinking, you know what? I'm just gonna wear my go-to black.
Yeah.
So I just put this on because it was easier. And then, but no, yes. And when you said tulips, I made these paper flowers.
That is your birth color.
And I didn't, but these are irises though. They're not tulips.
It doesn't matter, but that's the birth color you have. But even if you have it near you, if you have candles, I have a lot of candles and I do lots of, I burn incense.
I have my amethyst.
It depends from my mood. I burn different incense here in my studio to kind of get my vibe. And when I'm creating, it's awesome. Yeah. Oh, I have that. That's amethyst.
I have my amethyst.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh,
Look at us. Ooh, the energies.
You can totally, and I even have my letter opener because I love swords.
My son loves swords. He's like dying for me to get him a katana, and he wants. Yeah, I'm looking, and I need to because he loves anime, and I love anime as well. I like watching Japanese, cartoons, and he wants for sword fighting, but kind of wooden as well to practice. But I want to get him a katana as well as a collector's item. So I'm looking around, he's awesome. So I am going to. Yeah.
So
awesome.
Bobbi, I'm gonna. So you're going to be having so for my time, it's going to be 2:00 my time at CST for your Twitter Spaces, and I know Hex said he was going to be on there. But I'm gonna go and I will hop onto your Overland. Hex, her art is there already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hex is frozen.
He's frozen
right now.
Okay, I'll hop on and then I'll videotape it, then I'll share it. Bobbi, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for your time. We can talk forever. Hex, thank you for finally. Well, he's always been telling me about you for like months now. So I think this is perfect. My first meeting with you is this, and not a Twitter space or a tweet. Do you know what I mean? I think, this is more impactful for me. Dear Hex, where are you? Are you frozen?
He's frozen. He's kind of in and out, freezing.
Am I cutting in and out right now?
See?
There's a lot more people jumping onto the internet over here now.
So Hex, do I join via OVR to check the gallery, or because you said you're going to send me a link? I want to see it as well. But first of all, thank you so much for doing all this for me and taking the time and putting the artwork. I love you dearly, and you always so positive and so supportive. Not just me, but everybody in the community. And I appreciate everything you do, and I do know that you are impactful, and God will pay you tenfold, because sometimes it comes slow. So don't, stay strong and continue doing what you do, because trust me, a lot of people are sending blessings your way, because you have helped so many people and you are so positive, right? With everybody, you highlight people, you are encouraging, and that's what I love about you, and putting me into the metaverse, which I still don't get it that much. I have the app, but I'm like scared. Oh my God, now people know where I live and what have you, because I'm a little bit like that as well. I'm very, I don't know. yeah, with my home and stuff, I don't share anything personal. It's like my live streaming is different and the home is different, you know, I keep them separate. And yeah, but I did want to thank you and introducing me to Carmen. It's been an amazing like chill interview. Yeah, coffee is almost done.
Yes. You know what? I have
Mm.
this YouTube. I'm gonna follow your YouTube channel, but I have a YouTube channel that's like your digital what? Your virtual coffee break buddy. But I
Oh,
dropped that. I mean it's still there, but I'm more with the OVR.ai because I just love them.
mhm.
But we should just like have a. You know what? We'll talk
Yeah,
over
we
there.
can do like a co-hosting thing. I used to do a show with Tanya, another artist. She's an urban artist, you know, painting with Tanya. But yeah, coffee chats with Bobbies are very famous. You know, it's for
Yes.
7 years going. If I miss one day, people get DMing me when you're doing coffee chats, and when I get long emails that people looking forward, you know, it changed their life. It's like because some people are like bedridden, and I got this heartbreaking email, and it's like all I look forward to all day is your coffee chats. And I'm like, what? Me just going rambling on and just talking, it has such impact to somebody's life. So I thought, okay, I'm going to make, this is years ago from Periscope. I thought I'm going to do them regular, and they become like a life of their own, you know. When you're doing the coffee chat, people just love the coffee chat. And that's why I did my coffee mugs, you know, with a cool AF, and I have my logo, and I give away, you know, coffee mugs as well.
I
But
love your
it's a
logo.
way to communicate and to kind of connect at a personal level with my community. So yeah.
Please, can you send me your logo? I love your logo. Please send me your
Oh,
logo so I
thank
could do
you.
something with it.
That's my wedding day, actually. And that's how I went with black.
You know what? Bobbi
Black
Bicker's like
and white,
totally.
you know, but it had beautiful bow in the back of my hat and
Oh my
beautiful.
God.
I was 7 months pregnant, by the way. So yeah, that was the only dress that fitted me, but I looked really good.
You know, your name is like a designer name, Bobbi Bicker. It's a
Thank
designer name. It's an artist name. It's like a name that deserves a
you.
global branding, and I think
Mhm.
you already have that. So I would love. That's great that you're now going to have like a branded. Your brand's going to be on the metaverse. It
Oh,
needs to
thank you.
be. It absolutely needs to be. So with
Yeah, I
that
just
said,
want Max to walk me through like step by step. I asked him, you know, he said, yeah, I'll be happy to, because I said, you share your screen and teach me a little bit. So I like the show and tell, you know, and a
mhm,
lot of
mhm.
people, yeah. So he will do that. So thank you. I don't know. I must do something really good for Hex now too. So probably do
Aw.
a surprise gift for Hex because he deserves it.
Totally, for sure. So everyone, if you're watching this now and in the future, please follow Bobbi Bicker at Bobbi Bicker on Twitter. And she's going to have, if you are in GMT, it'll be at 8 o'clock p.m., 3 p.m. EST, and 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And remember, we're changing our clocks this Sunday. Except for me, I'm living in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan right now, and we don't change anything. So
Oh,
everybody else
really?
changes but me. I know it's ridiculous. Please follow Bobbi Bicker. Join her Twitter Spaces, Hangout, Chill this today. It's over here. Please follow at Hexadized as well. Where is it? Where is it? And you guys, please look out for on my Twitter at DigitalFem and Hexes and Bobbi Bickers or OVR.ai. This is where you will be seeing Bobbi Bickers art on the metaverse at South by Southwest. I know you can't click a screen, but I will share it in all the channels that this is live streaming to. This is actually live streaming to my LinkedIn, Twitter, Twitch, Overland YouTube channel, and Digital Fam YouTube channel, and my
Wow.
Facebook. So I just don't want to, after I live stream, I don't want to look. Right? I don't know. To me,
I
I just
don't
want to
either.
stop, let
I
it
never
go, and
look.
done. I don't look.
I never look. It's very, yeah, it's bad unless somebody says to me, "Oh, did you see the comment that person?" I'm like, "Where?" So I have to scroll and see, you know, or a website somebody types. But I don't watch my own live streams. It's just creepy.
Yeah, it's
But yeah,
creepy.
I
You're
know.
just like, you're just
Yeah.
like me. Bobbi,
Oh, now
is
you're
there
beautiful with a beautiful ring. Look, we both have our
we
beautiful
both have
rings.
our beautiful ring. And here's the ring. I love this ring because I got it from Barcelona. I love Barcelona.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, I have
Oh,
loved many with black, lots of them.
lots of
Look at
black.
Hex is frozen again. I feel so bad for Hex, but I'm gonna go. And he said that it's something, an event with Mickey Mouse and
Yeah.
yeah, and I love Mickey. I've met Mickey in parties. Yeah, it was awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna go and check it. I know Hex gonna send me a link to follow so I can go and watch that. But I saw a little bit on Instagram since he was doing a little stream. It looked fabulous. So thank you, Hex. I feel now I should have sent some other artworks, but it's okay. We
It's
keep with
okay.
the pink vibe. Yeah.
But remember, I have my overlands as well for you to put your
Mm.
art on. Bobbi, is there anything you want to say to the audience that's currently watching and in the future?
Well, I want to say take care of yourselves, look after your mental health. Please, please do some art. No matter what you do, you could do doodling, scribbling, write down your thoughts, take care of you and your soul, enrich your life, but listening and watching other artists and yeah, support artists because dead people, dead artists don't need the money. Support living artists because we do need to leave. And thank you very much for watching this live stream. And I hope to see you again, either on Twitter or anywhere. YouTube, I am everywhere. Please follow Hex. Thank you, Hex, for connecting me with Carmen. Thank you, Carmen, for this interview. And I look forward to meeting you guys. Please do DM me if you have anything. I am a good listener as well as a big talker. And if you need any help, I'm always here to help you. So thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you so much, Bobbi. Have a great day, and I will pop into your Twitter space. So see you later, and I can't wait till check out your stream.
Oh, thank you. Yes, definitely.
Your stream and your Twitter space. I will hop on your Twitter space.
Yes, I'm always on Twitter. Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Bobbi.
guys. Bye.
Bye. Hey, Hex. That's amazing. Are you still there? Please. I hope you're not frozen. Hex. Oh my God. She's like wonderful.
Here.
Can you hear me?
Wonderful. She's one of my most favorite people in the world.
Oh my God. Like I could just talk to her forever. I could just listen to her forever. I just love her art. Her art, especially the women ones, because I haven't seen the other ones. I could just see them as NFTs. But attached to the physical art. It's gonna be like amazing. Hex, what are you gonna do right now? What's your day like or afternoon like? Uh-oh, he's frozen, everybody. Oh, you muted. I can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Okay, there. Yeah.
I'm probably eating lunch and go check out that spot on OVR. I know that Vanessa, also her VXAI on Twitter, Vanessa Pages has a spot that's out there as well. And so yeah, there's Lifetime High. There's lots of different things going on OVR.
Okay, I'll catch you later, Hex. We will be in touch. Yeah, Hex will be in touch. I know that in Hilton, Austin, everybody's there for lunch and they're, bogarting the Wi-Fi and stuff like that. Thank you so much for coming on and introducing me to Bobbi. And I just love it. Thank you so much, Hex. I'll get in touch with you soon, okay? Okay. Now he is just okay. Bye, Hex. So there you go, everybody. You're going to follow Hexadized at Hexadized on Twitter and Bobbi Bicker. Please, please, please. This is like insane. I can't believe I finally met her. I actually love her Twitter profile photo. Like it's so, you got to see it. Should I share it with you? You know what? You'll see it when you follow her. So there it is. Follow at Bobbi Bicker. She's going to have that Twitter artist on Twitter Spaces this afternoon or this evening, wherever you are. And please also follow Hexadize. And you know what? Where is my banner? Is it a banner? And you can always follow me at Digital Femme wherever I am. I'm on Twitter. I'm on LinkedIn, Digital Femme, Facebook, Digital Femme. Everything Digital Femme. Although there is another Digital Femme named Cheryl something, and she lives in New Jersey. But that's besides the point. Anyway, if you liked this live stream, consider giving it a thumbs up on YouTube and, on YouTube, and subscribing to the YouTube channel, because you know what? I'm gonna keep interviewing artists in the metaverse. I also do realtors in the metaverse, and that is Friday every at 10:30 Central Standard Time for about 30-40 minutes, and I bring on realtors. My first realtor is Jennifer S. Goodman. She's an Austin realtor for living in Austin, Texas, and we'll talk about real estate in the metaverse, because that is going to be a huge thing. And honestly, Bobbi Bicker is my first artist in the metaverse, and I'm super excited. I'm just so honored. I can't wait to see her art on some of my overlands, so that everybody else in the world can experience it through their iPhone or Android phone through the OVR app, and more to that later. Anyway, everybody have a great morning or afternoon or evening, and please follow Bobbi Bicker and Hexadize and at Over the Reality. Where is that? I didn't even show that. Or just go to their website and you'll find out what I'm talking about. Anyway, have a great day, everyone, and see you in the next live stream whenever I start live streaming. Ciao.